All right, bear with me for a second while I get set up. Pulled up to the courthouse, feeling like a boss. Thought I cop a crib, didn't count the cost. Threw my money down, thought it all be mine. Skip the title search, now I'm out of line. No title search, no peace of mind. Now I'm sitting here wishing I could rewind. $40 could save my dream. Now I'm down that 300K with a second deal. Now there's a lead in the house ain't mine. Packing up my dreams, wasting all my time. $40, that's all it would've took. Now I'm just a fool in a storybook. No title search, no peace of mind. Now I'm sitting here wishing I could rewind. $40 to save my dream. Now I'm down that 300K with a second deal. Now there's a lien in the house ain't mine. Packing up my dreams, wasting all my time. $40, that's all it would've took. Now I'm just a fool in a storybook. No title search, no peace of mind. Now I'm sitting here wishing I could rewind. $40 to save my dream. Now I'm down that 300K with a second deal. $40, y'all. Don't skip that fee. Learn from my mistake, keep your victory. Yeah, you thought you were smart, rolling up to the steps, throwing cash like a boss, making big bets, but you skipped that check, and your deals are wrecked. All right, we ready. So, let's see what we got in store. So we're looking at 4065 Moheb Street, Southwest. This is on the outskirts of Atlanta, Southwest side. A lot of deals going over here. Niskey Lake is a nice area. So I know it's on Niskey Lake, off of Niskey Lake Road. Very nice house. This is a very nice area. So let's go down and see what we can see. It was a gated community, so I don't even know if we'll be able to even get to see this house, but Niskey Lake Falls. The gated community should tell you everything we need to know. So since we can't get a real good look at this house. This is the only picture that we have to go by. Let's see if we can expand this. Yeah, so what's the details on this house? Let me adjust this. So 4065 Moheb Street, coming up for auction September 3rd, owned by the Collins family. Got it in 2015. Original loan amount was $508,500. In 2015, the interest rates were very low. It was at a 3.85 plus an extra 2. We're going to be conservative with it. And here are the numbers based off of this interest rate and this loan amount. So we have a monthly payment of $3,000. It is an adjustable rate mortgage. So definitely will have to do a title search to clarify the terms of this adjustable rate mortgage. Adjustable rate mortgage. 6 months behind, they owe nearly $18,000. Remaining loan balance would be $443,258. It's saying that they will have negative equity, and the reason why is because we have a low value right here. So that's something we need to go fix and cater to. So let's see. I actually don't believe those are the right numbers for this type of house. I think I'm gonna go with the tax assessors say, let's see, 797. That's something I can believe. This is a gated community. There's nothing selling for less than $500,000 in a gated community anywhere. But so we're gonna go with this number, 797,800. Let's get close to that number. So we will have to basically double this. Excuse me. Now it's a 5-bedroom, 4 full 1/2 bath, built in 2004. Lot size 16,000 square feet. The house is 5,100 square feet and is priced at $156 a square foot. Minimum debt owed on this would be $481,500. We're looking at 44% equity in this deal. And let's see if we can get a nice little profit off this deal. See, $75,000 will only be an 11% return. So you got to put up a lot of money to make this $75,000, but you can make it relatively quick, especially if you're not holding on to it. I mean, if you finish your renovations quick on this, $80,000, that's $16 a square foot. Let's just say we want to budget for, around $25, maybe $20 a square foot. So we call it $96,000 for the renovation, which I don't believe is going to need that much. Yeah, it is a big house. Maybe it needs some new updates. So who knows? We won't really know until we can get our eye on it. But let's just keep it at $96,000 just for example purposes. If we were to get this house at $547,000, we'll essentially be putting $65,000 of their equity back into their pocket. We'll be purchasing it for $107 a square foot, which is about 70% of the value per square foot. And all in rehab costs will be at $678,200, meaning that if we sold it for this, we should be able to make that 75,000. And then if we were to get this at auction, of course, we wouldn't want to go over what we would pay the seller, maybe just a little bit over. And so that way we can make a decent wholesale deal off of this. Probably wouldn't kill my investor too much because, like I said, if we can make our buyer some money on his fix and flip profit, he'll always return back. So giving him a 14% ROI cash on cash in about a month and a half, some people will bite at that, especially knowing that this house not going to be on the market for long. Let's actually see if this house is listed right now. It's off market, and they have some pictures. Well, as we can see, it definitely that is a beautiful rear of the house. Look at that. Look at those windows. Then you got the porch right there, leading out from the front room, the living room, maybe basement. This is nice. But as you can see, it definitely hasn't been renovated since they bought it, and it still needs, the basement still needs to be finished. Got a basketball court, man. I would love that. This, if you know me, this is my dream right here. This is my sanctuary. I'd love to have this in my house, especially if we could make this indoor. Man, 3-car garage. Very nice house. They estimated it at $859, so we're around that $800,000 market. It's definitely gonna need that that renovation. It's definitely gonna need way more than 96,000 for my belief. Probably wouldn't need that much. I'll go with a $40. I'll go with a $40 per square foot budget on the Reno, which means we'll probably have to take less profit, and we still wouldn't be able to put money in the seller pocket. So if we were able to get the seller on the phone, the best thing we could offer them is pay down their minimum debt, so that way it saves them from having a foreclosure on there. But we will still have to come in lower, $13,000 lower than its offer price to make $50,000. Now, with that being said, I don't know if that's a good deal. And from that strategy, I probably wouldn't even approach it from a pre-foreclosure. I would probably just wait it out and see if it goes to the courthouse steps and bid on it. It's only going to be a few investors who could knock down a property like this at the courthouse steps, so it's not going to be that much competition on it. But you get this house for $459. It's around 60% of the total dollar per square foot, and we can still either fix and flip it to make $70,000 off of this, or we can just try to wholesale it and make a quick 20, and move on to the next deal. But putting up this much money to make $20,000, there's a lot of better deals out there. Actually, let's see if we can find one that is better than that. I try to do a high dollar property just to see, but and we don't know about the adjustable rate. The rates could have shot up, which would change the metrics in all of this. Maybe it's not as low as this. Maybe it shot up to around 8%, 7%. Who knows? But we can definitely try to look up another deal to see what would be profitable. This is the cool thing about this sheet. Didn't have to take a lot of time to figure out that this wouldn't be worth putting the money up for just to make 7% cash on cash. I mean, if you just want something to do, you bored with your life and you want to knock down some walls and stuff, get some skin in the game, then maybe this would be for you. But a lot of my fix and flippers out there, they wouldn't touch this deal. I wouldn't even get an email back from them. So let's see something. Let's go here. Let's see what this one has in store for us. While I'm getting that right, let me just play a little song. Yeah, you thought you were smart, rolling up to the steps, throwing cash like a boss, making big bets, but you skipped that check, and your deals were wrecked, got you sweating and regret. What did you expect? You buy my title search, now you're in the dirt, watching your dreams crumble, man, I hope it hurts. Thought you had it all, now you're down bad, losing deals left and right, yeah, it's kinda sad. You would know my advice, thought you knew the game. Now you're sitting there looking for some more in the plane. $40 was all, but you played yourself. Now you're crying over deals, stacking deals on the shelf. Didn't buy my title search, now you're in the dirt. Watching your dreams crumble, man, I hope it hurts. Thought you had it all, now you're down bad. Losing deals left and right, yeah, it's kinda sad. I warned you, didn't I? You thought it was a lie. Now you're learning the hard way, kissing those deals goodbye. Next time, listen up, don't skip the feet, or you'll be back in the same spot, crying like a baby. Didn't buy my title search, now you're in the dirt. Watching your dreams crumble, man, I hope it hurts. Thought you had it all, now you're down bad. Losing deals left and right, yeah, it's kinda sad. So here's a lesson, don't think you're slick. On that title search or you'll get hit quick. $40 can save you from the pain, but now you're just another loser in the game. I warned you, didn't I? Thought it was a lie. Now you're learning the hard way, kissing those deals goodbye. Next time, listen up, don't skip the feet, or you'll be back in the same spot, crying like a baby. So here's a lesson, don't think you're slick. On that title search, or you'll get hit quick. $40 can save you from the pain, but now you're just another loser in the game. If you didn't know, I do title search work. $40 a title search. But back to this. This is listed on auction.com. They estimated at just under $240. Median list price is around $400, but it's probably accounting for other houses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with at $250. So let's see. I'm gonna go with that $250 and see if it's a deal. So here we have 6598 Splitpine Court in the 30349 area code. Original loan date was in 2010 for $101,000. Conservative prime rate will be 6.69. It's a conventional 30-year. We're assuming your monthly payments, beautiful, $650 a month. Now, one of the things that I learned about real estate and loans really late I wish I would have took advantage back when I was living downtown. That somebody told me that once you have a mortgage, that's going to be your price for life. You will never have to pay more, or even if it's just slightly more, because the taxes may raise over time. Um, but you'll be way below the market value for rent on a mortgage. Just imagine having a $650 monthly payment to have a roof over your head in Atlanta. I don't think it gets more beautiful than that, but so sometimes you may want to negotiate a deal to keep these terms intact. So, because this is where the true value is, not the house. Sometimes it's the terms that may be the true value, because where else are you going to get a house that you can pay $700 a month to upkeep? You Airbnb that, you're going to triple that easily. Even in rent, you'll make $1,000 over there. You can cash flow and have a positive cash flow of $1,000 over this easily. But yeah, let's get back into analyzing. If we were 6 months behind, they would owe nearly $4,000. Remaining loan balance would be $76,600. They would have about 70% equity in this deal. We're assuming total liens is that, assuming the delinquent taxes, just to be conservative. And all of this adds up to $95,000, which would be what it takes to make this house free and clear. It's a bank-owned property, so that is. Features include hardwood floors and foyer, living room with fireplace, dining room with a view to the kitchen, huge owner suite with separate garden tubs and shower, walk-in closets, and upstairs laundry room, spacious secondary bedrooms. Cool. So let's see what's going on. This is an auction, but I feel like I've seen it being listed. It says it's being listed by Keller Williams, Miss Valerie Lundy Spivey has this listed. So, of course, we will have to go through her, submit an offer. And what type of offer will we submit, Spivey? They're probably going to say that they want this market value. Let's see if there's any inside photos. No. Okay. Just trying to see if you can see some inside photos, but it's a decent house. Very nice on the outside. Let's see if we can get a closer view. I believe this one was our house right here. Appears to be on a cul-de-sac. Nice little, I don't know what they call these, but nice little plotters in the middle of the street. Many people do the wraparound. And these houses are pretty tucked in close together. Just from looking at this, I would think they were townhomes, but they definitely cookie cutter houses, easy builds, but they're probably nice. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 1,800 square feet, priced at $139 a square foot. 1,800 square feet is not bad. It's probably upstairs and downstairs, 900. So, cool little space for a nice little family. But we will get Valerie up on the phone. Hey, Valerie, I want to make an offer of $118,000. She's gonna say, hell no, get off my line. I'd rather go to foreclosure than to take this offer to the seller, which is wild. But Yeah, like, Valerie, we can do a double, not a double closing, but can you do dual agency where you can make my side of the commission and hers? It'll be worth your while at the 118 versus nothing. But sometimes realtors don't be wanting to hear that. I still want to make my 75,000 though on the deal. I'm flipping, but I can't on this deal, so I can't be greedy. Get that cash on cash return. Get 25%. You can't argue with that. So we keep it at the 50. And we say, but Valerie, we can give you 118. 118 is going to pay off everything for the homeowner. They won't have to deal with foreclosure. It'll put $23,000 in their pocket after closing, and they can use this to put another down payment on a house, or at least this chunk of cash and make things easier for them in their transition. I don't think it's going to need that much renovation. So if you even put more money in their pocket, I can just say more money, more money, more money. All right, so let's just say the house need about $50,000. You can put more money in their pocket. They can be happy. We can be happy. We can sell it for faster than they can sell it. Any other realtor on any other listing on the block or in the neighborhood can sell it faster because we would be selling it for 10% cheaper than everybody else. Decent, below average school zone. McNair, Banneker. I've heard about them schools. So again, if we were acquiring it for that 136 and putting in the rehab ourselves, we'd be all in 197, and we can sell it for 259. If we were to get it at auction, we wouldn't want to go over that 136, 140 mark. Let's just say we are at that 140 mark, and we want to make say we just want to make $13,000 off of it. Like I said, a 25% cash on cash return is pretty decent, especially in 30 days. So making 25% in 30 days, I don't think you could beat that. Let's just align this. Let's just say it did take the whole 47 days. It's still around a good price, and maybe we can take a little less on the profit right there. Still give them around that. Wouldn't have made a difference anyway. So give me my $13,000 on the wholesale. I ain't playing. We will be getting it at $73 a square foot. That's half of what the dollar per square foot is here, basically. And this goes to show you that you don't have to hit those home run deals. You don't have to get those nice houses. Now, that nice house, if I was trying to live in it myself, that would probably be a deal that I would tackle. But as far from a flipping perspective or just any type of profit perspective, you're just putting up way too much money, and you can be making the same ROI or even a better ROI putting up less money. So this is why I love this sheet. You see the metrics pretty clear, fast. We was able to do 2 deals in 20 minutes, damn near. And like I said, if you're an investor out there and you need somebody like me and your team that can handle this tedious work for you, I'm your guy. Let me know. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. I'm out of here.